Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In the previous video, we have discussed about Neisseria gonorrhea. In this video, we will discuss Neisseria meningitidis. And in this video, we will cover these three topics of Neisseria meningitidis. First, we have the general characteristics. Next, pathogenesis. And last, we have the lab diagnosis. Now let's move to the general characteristics. These are gram-negative diplococci. These are oxidase and catalase positive, and these are capsulated and possess the pili. Next, we have the pathogenesis. In the pathogenesis, first we have the mode of transmission, next virulence factor, and last antigenic structure. First, mode of transmission. Humans are the natural host, so they are transmitted by airborne droplets. Then enter into the nasopharynx and attach to the epithelial cells of the nasopharynx. Then invade to the mucous membrane where they colonize and then enter into the bloodstream. After entering into the bloodstream, they enter into the CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. In the CSF, they attach to the meninges through their pili and causes the meningitis and meningosemia. Next, we have the virulence factor. These have following virulence factor. First, pili, outer membrane protein, polysaccharide capsule, secretory IgA protease, and factor H binding protein. Now we have the antigenic structure. We have almost 13 serogroups based on the capsular polysaccharide, but the most important is A, B, and C. Now let's move to the last topic, that is lab diagnosis. In the lab diagnosis, first we have the specimen, next morphology, next culture, then we have biochemical test, and next we have the serological test. First, specimen. For Neisseria meningitidis, the sample that is taken is the CSF, blood, and nasopharyngeal swab. For the morphology, these are the gram-negative diplococci with adjacent side flattened like this, coffee beads. Next, we have the culture. They are cultured on the blood agar, chocolate agar, or the selective media that is selective for the Neisseria species, that is the Thyer marten. Why we use the Thyer marten as a selective media for the Neisseria species? Because it mostly contains the vancomycin or the nestradin antibiotics that inhibits the growth of the unwanted bacteria but maximize the growth of the Neisseria species. So we use the Thyer marten as a selective media for the Neisseria species. Next, we have the biochemical test. These are catalase and oxidase positive and permits the maltose, as we know from maltose and Neisseria meningitidis and maltose. Next, we have the serological test. The serological test that we perform is the direct slide agglutination test, that is with the specific antiserum. This is the brief description about the Neisseria meningitidis. Now let's move to the virulence factor and the pathogenesis. This is the pathogenesis. First, Neisseria meningitidis enter into the nasopharynx. After nasopharynx, they enter into the epithelial cells where they attach. After attachment, they invade the mucous membrane where they colonize. After colonization, they enter into the bloodstream and then enter into the after into the bloodstream, they will enter into the CSF tissues where they causes the meningitis and the meningosemia. This is the mucous epithelial cells of the nasopharynx, and this is the blood vessels. Next, we have the virulence factor. These have following virulence factor. This is basically the on the surface of the Neisseria meningitidis, These are pili that attach to the host cells. On the surface of the meningococci, there is a factor H binding protein that binds to the factor H and reduces the opsonization and also reduces the amount of the membrane attack complex. Next we have the capsule, that is polysaccharide capsule. What is the function of this capsule? It resists the phagocytosis. Next we have the secretory IgA protease that destroys the IgA antibody or immunoglobulin. Next we have the outer cell membrane proteins. In the Neisseria meningitidis, we have these two proteins, that is the OPA and the OPC, that is collectively called as opacity proteins. What is the function of these proteins? These proteins will help in the adhesion and the invasion. This is the short description about the Neisseria meningitidis. Thank you.